With its central location, this has been a popular strip hotel for over 15 years. But as it stands today, is Planet Hollywood still poppin', or just another played out Caesars property? I recently stayed here, and I'll show you what it's like so that you can determine if this hotel would be a good option for you. Here we go. Planet Hollywood Las Vegas 2023. Because of its central location, Planet Hollywood has become one of the most well-known properties on the Las Vegas Strip. It has also been the backdrop for several shows and movies, including 21.
Give me the chips, come on, give me the chips, Blaine Kishland, just give me the chips! Go.
As well as What Happens in Vegas.
Hey, that's my quarter.
Planet Hollywood has quite an interesting history, as the property was initially the site of the Tally Ho Hotel, which opened in 1962. 4 years later, in 1966, the property was sold and reopened as the Aladdin. This property had an impressive 31-year run before it was finally closed in 1997 and then imploded the next year to make way for a new Aladdin resort, which opened in 2000. But from the moment it opened, the Aladdin was in financial trouble and was eventually sold in bankruptcy court in 2003. 4 years later, in 2007, the property was rebranded and reopened as Planet Hollywood. Reminders of the Aladdin are still evident throughout the property, including the shape of the windows, as well as in the spa leading to the fitness center. Alright, now let's talk about what it's like to stay at Planet Hollywood in 2023. We stayed here on a Thursday night and booked an ultra hip room with a city view, which was close to the cheapest room available. My first impression walking into the room was positive, especially with the bathroom, which is quite large for the size of the room. Not a huge deal, but I'm definitely not a fan of the plastic cups, as I think it cheapens the feel of the room. This room had a cool view, but it's important to note that you can hear the music from the pool below, and it is a bit loud. We didn't really mind it since the noise disappears once the pool closes, but it's something to keep in mind with rooms facing the strip. All in all though, a pretty solid room. Couldn't really ask for much more given the fact that the room only cost about $80 and we didn't have to pay resort fees. After checking into our room, we decided to go down and hang out at the pool for a bit. There are actually two different pools, and even though the pools themselves aren't huge, there's plenty of space down here to spread out, and I love seeing the strip in the background, including Bellagio and the Eiffel Tower. After the pool, we went back to our room to change and get ready, and then we went back downstairs for dinner. For dinner, we went to Strip House, which seems to be the nicest restaurant on site. This is a steakhouse located on the second floor with an old school Hollywood burlesque theme, and we were excited to try it. With deep red decor, old black and white pictures, and dim lighting, I think the ambiance was perfect, and we were happy that the restaurant wasn't crowded. The bread basket included a really good pretzel roll and Asiago roll. We then ordered two salads, a baby iceberg wedge and a Strip House Caesar. Both were good, but I would definitely get the wedge again, not the Caesar. We were hoping our steak would be the standout of the meal, and it was. Actually, this 16-ounce New York strip that we shared was incredible, surpassing all expectations that we had. We also ordered the Strip House potatoes and whipped potato puree. The steak was cooked to perfection with a nice well-seasoned crust and was served with roasted garlic cloves. I think this steak was just as good or better than steaks at nicer, more expensive properties on the strip. I seriously loved it. After our amazing dinner at Strip House, we were feeling good and ready to go downstairs and check out the casino. It might be a touch dated, but this casino has a fun vibe. And as silly as it sounds, you do feel a little bit like you're on a movie set with the lighting and high ceilings. Afterwards, we went back up to our room to relax and take in our view. The next morning, we went down to the fitness center, which is located on the second floor. This fitness center has everything you need, including machines, free weights, and plenty of cardio equipment. For lunch, we then stopped by Earl of Sandwich, which is a popular place for visitors and locals alike. We ordered two sandwiches, the Earl's Club and the Chipotle Chicken Avocado. Staying at Planet Hollywood, you also have easy access to the Miracle Mile shops, which includes plenty of inexpensive dining options. So what's the verdict on Planet Hollywood? Is it played out or is it still poppin'? Well, first, let me share a few flaws that I noticed. For starters, only 2 of the 6 elevators were working, which meant we had to make frequent stops on the way up and on the way down. It also meant plenty of waiting for the elevator. I've actually stayed here twice before, and back about 10 years ago, you used to be able to use the steam room and sauna for free, but now there's an additional charge. Although I know it's not really fair to single out Planet Hollywood, as practically every single strip property also now charges for this. Also, there was some Hollywood theming throughout the property, but not as much as you'd expect. When I stayed here in 2014, my room had a Titanic theme, including an actual life preserver ring that was used in the movie. I'm not sure if any of the rooms still have that, but I thought that was really cool. Even so, I have to say that we were satisfied with our room, and I think Planet Hollywood offers excellent value, especially considering the location right across from the Bellagio. You get access to a vibrant center strip pool, as well as a fun casino with relatively low minimums for table games. There's also some surprisingly good dining options. So taking everything into account, I'm rating this property a 5.8 out of 10, which is a very respectable score. Yeah, it's definitely not perfect. Actually, if you try to call the front desk from your room, you get routed to an overseas call center. But I'm not gonna get into that since you can't really expect 5-star service at a 3-star price. Nevertheless, if I had to choose between played out or still poppin', I would lean towards still poppin'. Also, the top 2 floors of the property are the VIP floors and much nicer. This is where I stayed in 2017. If you stay there or in one of the property's suites, like the Panorama Suite, I think this property could score in the 6s or 7s, maybe even close to an 8. Planet Hollywood is proof that you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a good time in Vegas. Actually, you don't have to spend any money at all. Check out this video right here, 15 free and inexpensive things to do in Las Vegas. Just go ahead and click the thumbnail appearing on your screen and you'll find 15 fun ideas to enjoy yourself without spending a fortune. Go ahead and click it and I'll meet you there momentarily.